Y'all rocking with the fit? I was just having a small photo shoot in my room. I wasn't going nowhere. It's not like I got friends to go anywhere anyway. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Professor Sav or Savvy or Savannah, whatever you like calling me. It's hot. So y'all know I do mostly commentary on my channel, so today I will be talking about toxic relationships. Y'all, I'm dying to talk about this. I'm sorry, I'm just loving this fit right now. And then I have my matching shoes right there. I need to go out. So I have a couple of points that I think are signs of toxic relationships. You guys can agree with me. You don't have to if you don't want to. Don't worry. Everyone's allowed to have their own opinion, but these are just my opinions and what I think looks like toxic relationships. If y'all be doing these things in y'all relationships, I think it's time for a change. I was gonna put this in order from like the least toxic to the most toxic, but I feel like all of these are like equally toxic, or I feel like they're all toxic in their own type of way. I'm gonna try so hard not to start like ranting. When I start talking about stuff that I actually like talking about, or that I'm like very passionate about, or I'm very serious about, I start going on a tangent, bro, and I'm not trying to do that because I don't want y'all sitting here watching like this long ass video. Okay, so the first point we have is when you don't want to tell them something because you are afraid of how they're going to react. So I honestly feel like this is a sign that you are in a toxic relationship. You know that you're in a healthy relationship when you are okay and like comfortable with being able to go to your significant other for anything. So if there's like a situation that occurs and you're afraid to go to them because you're afraid of how they're gonna react, and when I say this, I don't mean like you going to them saying I got cancer or something. Like obviously they're gonna react in a like serious way because that's a serious thing. I mean like, I got an example for this. Let me tell you, I probably have a story time for every single one of these points, but I ain't gonna bring up every single one. So I had a situation just like this, and when I explain my situation, you're gonna understand what I mean by this. So I gotta switch up the story a bit so people don't know what I'm talking about. So there was this guy that I used to talk to. We were talking, we weren't even dating. We never dated. I'm so glad we never dated. I actually saw the red flags and I stopped myself because this guy, I could already pick up that he was a very jealous person. One time I hugged my guy cousin and he got mad. Or like one time, one of my guy cousins was texting me because it was like it was around my birthday, and he was like, oh, send me your e-transfer so I can send you birthday money. And the guy thought that I had a sugar daddy. I was like, bro, it's my cousin. Are you serious? He got so mad. He didn't believe me when I said it was my cousin. It was a whole mess. But anyways, yeah, so from the way that he acted with other situations, I already knew how he was going to act with this situation. So what had happened was we were all hanging out together, and me and his guy friend were the last people like in the room because we were all at like we're at somebody's house like in a basement. Me and him were the last ones down there because I had to like get my stuff together. We were like having a conversation about something, and then he was like, okay, yeah, I gotta go, my ride's here. I'm like, okay, bye. So then he came in to hug me, and I was like, okay. And he like grabbed my, you know, like grabbed it, like hugged me and grabbed it. And I like pushed him away. And I was like, whoa, like what are you doing? You know what I mean? I'm like, you're his homeboy. What are you? And he's like, oh, I'm joking. I'm playing around. I'm like, that's not even funny. I didn't really think it was anything to tell him. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to tell him. Like a week passed. And I still felt guilty because we were all still hanging out with each other, but I did not bring it up. So then he, like, the guy friend started like making jokes, and he was like, oh, I wonder how he's gonna react if I tell him. And I was like, I was getting nervous because then I'm like, bro, I should not let him go tell him, because if he tells him, he's probably gonna switch up the story to make it sound sus, and I don't want him, I already feel like I'm gonna get in trouble. So I ended up going and telling him. I just said it in like a joking type of way, and then I like laughed about it, and I'm like, yeah, that guy's never coming near me again. You know when you see the anger in somebody's eyes? He was getting mad. Like you could see him getting mad when I was joking about it, but I thought that he was gonna go let out his anger on his friend because he was the one that touched me, right? But no, this guy went off on me. He's like, I don't know if you think I'm funny. I don't know if you think this is a game. Da 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 da. You're just too friendly with these people. You just have no respect. And da 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 da. I kept my composure. I learned over the years to just keep your composure. Don't let your anger get the best of you. So I just sat there and I didn't even say nothing. I was like, wow. I'm like, okay. Sat there, waited for him to finish. Then he left, and I went and I bust the. I like punched in a wall or something. I was so mad. This is why I didn't want to tell you, because I knew you were gonna react in this way. So that's the reason why I feel like a situation like that would definitely be a sign of a toxic relationship. If you are too afraid to go and tell your significant other something that happened, especially something that happened that wasn't your fault, because you're afraid how they're gonna react, toxic. Toxic. Our next point, we have not allowing your significant other to have friends of the opposite sex. Now, I know a lot of people are very like iffy about this, but honestly, first of all, relationships are all about trust. If you're dating a girl and she has a couple of guy friends and you don't trust her enough to not do anything with those guy friends, you shouldn't have been in a relationship with her in the first place. Nobody should expect people to drop their friends just because you guys start dating. I hope you guys don't expect that. I really hope you guys don't expect your significant other to drop certain friends just because you guys get into a relationship. That is not how the world works. I'm so sorry. I honestly don't understand why it's such a big deal. It's one thing if the friend is like an ex, or if the friend is someone your girlfriend or guy friend used to fool around with. It's just like a completely platonic friend that, like, I don't know, maybe they play like video games together, or maybe they just go like hang out with each other sometimes, or maybe they're just like school buddies. I don't see why that's such a big deal. And also, before I continue, when I said not allowing your significant other to have friends of the opposite sex, that right there was already toxic, because the word allow should not be in your vocabulary when you're in a relationship. You should not think that you have the authority to allow somebody to do something. I can allow them to go to the mall. I can allow them to have this and this friend. I can allow them. No, you can't allow nobody. The guys that I've dated, I've been fine with them having female friends. Like, it's not an issue to me. I guess it could be an issue to other people, but like, there's nothing going on. I mean, not saying there can't be anything going on, but you should have enough trust. Again, the word trust comes in. You should have enough trust for your significant other. You should have enough trust in your significant other to not think that they're going to do anything with their friends. And also, I hate those situations where like a girl has like a whole bunch of guy friends, but then she doesn't allow her boyfriend to have girlfriends. Girl, are you silly? It's just a hypocrisy for me. Next, we have hitting. Now, there's stages to hitting. There's like play fighting, and then there's abuse. We can be on this level. Honestly, it depends on how your situation is. I know a lot of people don't like play fighting. I know a lot of people are like, you shouldn't put your hands on people at all. But like, I'm a very playful person. I like play fights. I like play fighting with my cousins and stuff. So like, that's something normal to me. So we could be play fighting. Play fighting is one thing. We can be over here. But there in no way should we get to here. We should not ever get to there. No. You should in no way be putting your hands on somebody to the point where like you want to inflict pain. That is definitely a sign of a toxic relationship, and nobody can tell me otherwise. Don't put your hands on people unless you're expecting someone to hit you back. These fists are rated E. Okay? They may be small, but they're rated E. So don't be trying to put your hands on nobody and not expect to get hit back. Next, we have cheating and staying. Now, I ain't trying to clown nobody. I ain't trying to make fun of nobody, because I don't know nobody's situations. I don't know nobody's relationships. But I will never, ever understand why somebody would stay with someone that cheated on them. When I say this, I'm not talking about a husband and wife and they have kids and stuff. No, I'm talking about like you're just like dating people. I would never in my right mind understand why you go back to somebody after they cheated on you. Girl, what? Could never be me. The only way I would go back to him is if he was Bill Gates. I ain't going back to him. Are you insane? I don't think anybody in their right mind would do that. Or maybe you were in your right mind and you were just thinking too much with your heart. But we need to start thinking with these, because there is no way you should go back to somebody that hurt you in that type of way. That is so disrespectful. That's so disgusting. And if you are in a relationship where somebody is so comfortable with disrespecting you, that is toxic. You should end it now, right after this video. End it. Not even after this video, bro. Hurry up. Go tell them right now. Just call them on the phone and be like, yo, I've been thinking about it, and like, I know you said that you were sorry after you cheated on me like 3 times. Like, I know I stayed and everything, but like, I just watched this video and this girl said like, you know, I should leave. So, you know, I think I'm gonna do what's best and just like leave you. No, I'm not coming back this time, I promise. No, it's actually over. Oh my god, you love me? No, I ain't coming back. Really? Oh, I love you too, babe. I feel like in a relationship, when someone in a relationship does cheat, it ruins the whole relationship, because the trust, remember, the most important part of a relationship, it's gone. So it's like, what are you even still together for if you ain't got the most important part of the relationship? Trust. The next sign that we have that you are in a toxic relationship is stalking and having people's locations on their phone. I don't even know how people are capable of doing this. Why do you have your man's locations? Why do you like check his locations? He'll be like, I'm going to the grocery store. And you're like, okay. And then he leaves. And you're watching his locations. What the hell is that? Again, when I say there's no this, if you have somebody's locations on and you're watching them, you don't trust where they say they're going, so you have to look at their locations to see if they're actually going where they said they were going. You do not have this. Y'all need to end it, because if we don't have this, we don't have a proper relationship. That shit is crazy. Or like, if he says, oh, I'm going to a party or something, you're like, okay, have fun. And you pull up at that party and you be watching them in the sidelines, like having fun, and they don't know you're there. And you just be watching them. What the hell is that? That is toxic. It's gotta go. We can't be doing that over here. Not over here. Keep that Joe energy over there. Far over there. Don't bring that over here. Disclaimer, if you are under the age 16, you should skip to this timestamp, because this next sign is definitely not for you. You don't need to listen to it. Sex being the only thing you guys do. If you link up with your significant other, y'all ain't got no plans other than, I am going to rail my girlfriend when I see her. Like, obviously that's a plan, but like, if that's your only plan every time you guys are going to see each other, you ain't got no other plans. You guys are not going to dinner, you guys are not having a movie date, you guys are not meeting each other's parents or nothing. The only thing you guys ever do when you meet up is do the dirty. It just seems weird to me. It just seems like there's so many other parts to a relationship and you guys are only doing like one part. If you're in a relationship and all you guys do is like fight and have sex, and you think, oh yeah, because we have sex, like we're in a good space, like we're in a healthy relationship, we're comfortable with each other. No. If you don't take your man out to sushi right now and have a proper conversation with each other and get to know each other and learn more about each other, I'm all, because what? Maybe it's not necessarily a sign that you guys are toxic, but when I see relationships like that and like they don't really even know a lot about each other and all they really do when they hang out is, don't look at it as a really good relationship. But if that's what y'all do, that's what y'all do. You know what I mean? Don't even come over here. Don't have to tell me nothing. You be like, Savannah, you don't know shit. Like, I know I don't. So that's what you guys do. Keep doing that. Don't even worry about me. I'm just sitting here just voicing my opinions that nobody asked for. So just keep doing that. That's what you guys do. Next, we have no trust and excessive jealousy. I feel like with all the other signs that we just talked about, these two tie-ins, like all of them or almost all of them, being excessively jealous is not cute, sis. It's not cute. I know there's girls that'll be like, I want my boyfriend to be like overprotective and da-da-da-da. Bro, you say that now until you're with a guy that's actually overprotective and he don't let you hang out with your brothers because they're men and he don't trust that. Being with people that are excessively jealous and super overprotective is not a good feeling, because you feel restricted. You feel like you can't do certain things because, oh, they're gonna get mad because they always get jealous. Being overly jealous is not cute. It is not a good trait at all. Like, I don't know why y'all like that toxic BS. It is not cute. Find another trait that you like, because wanting somebody that is overly jealous is not cute, especially if you want to be in a long-term relationship with somebody. Because when you're in a long-term relationship with somebody, you are growing with somebody, but you're not just growing with that person, you're also growing with other people around you. So if he's gonna prevent you from growing with other people that you meet, if he's gonna prevent you from doing certain things because there's men around, you're not going to like it. And guys too, why do you guys want a girl that is super like jealous? I wouldn't ever want that. I wouldn't want my brothers to be with girls like that. Y'all don't want that. Or maybe you do, I don't know. But that is toxic. That is toxic. Keep that energy away from me. Get arm's length. I do not want that. And our last sign we have, and I think this is one of the most important signs, manipulation. If you're doing things to manipulate your significant other into, I don't know, staying with you or doing the dirty with you more often, or just like doing things that you want them to do, you need a timeout, because that is not nice. Like, one situation of this could be like deliberately lowering your boyfriend's self-esteem so that he feels so insecure to the point where he's like, oh, I'm never going to find a girl like this because I'm too this, or I'm not good enough, or I'm not this, and she's the only person that will accept me. I know you girls do that. I've seen it. I see it so much. I see you guys doing it too. I see the guys doing it too. You gotta stop that. First of all, it's somebody that you love, somebody that you care about. Why would you deliberately lower their self-esteem? Why would you say things to them to make them feel like they're not good enough for other people just because you don't want them to leave you? If you feel like they're at a point where they are going to leave you, maybe try and, like, you know, make them happy so they want to stay with you. Like, I don't know. You do not have to disrespect them to try and get them to stay with you. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be in a relationship to make each other happy. So if you're constantly saying things to them to make them feel bad about themselves, you're gross. Like, you're really gross. Like, you bring up stuff to make them feel bad about themselves just so that... I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Some people probably do that and they don't even realize that it's manipulation. That's manipulation, and that's weird. We can't be doing that. I've seen a situation where, like, there was this person that kept telling their significant other, they're like, oh yeah, just like trying to coax them into, you know, having intercourse with them more than they wanted to. And they kept threatening to cheat on them if they didn't. I'm pretty sure that could be, but I don't know. Y'all need to watch what you're doing. Y'all need to watch what you're doing. That is so dirty. That is so foul. That is out of pocket. We should not be doing that to people. I don't know if you guys have never heard of having a conversation before, but that is a very important part of a relationship. Having a conversation. Communication is key. First is trust. Most important part right here. And then we have communication. Communication is everything. If you don't like the way your girlfriend is super friendly with all your guy friends and she like touches them up and all that stuff, talk to her. Or maybe drop her. I don't know. I've seen some girls that be doing that. They foul for that. We don't have to be destroying people's character just so they do certain things for us or just so they stay with us. You must be a huge low life to have to do that to somebody. I want to bring up a situation so bad, but people are gonna know what I was talking about. I'm not even gonna bring it up. I'm gonna keep my mouth closed. One more thing, I'm gonna slip it in. I didn't have it on the list because I didn't want to put it on the list because I had so much stuff I wanted to put on this. It was gonna be way too long, so I was like, let me just not put all this stuff on the list. But quickly wanted to add, if someone in your relationship did things before you guys were in a relationship and now you don't like that they do those things now that you guys are in a relationship, you done goofed your entire self.
Guilty.
Don't try and stop people from doing things that you know that they did before they were with you just because now you don't like it. Because you were attracted to that, but now you don't like it because now they're doing it around other people. Now you have them with you and then you're like, why are they still doing it? I'm with them. Maybe they weren't doing it for other people's attention. Don't get mad at a girl that has a whole bunch of guy friends and you end up being with her and now you're mad that she's still friends with all her guy friends. It's just like, did you think they were going to disappear when you came into the picture? Like, no, that's not the plot of the story. That's not what was supposed to happen. So you should not have expected that just because that's what you want. So guys, that was my video about signs that you are in a toxic relationship. Let me know if you guys want a part 2 because I have so many other points to share. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Make sure you guys comment. Comments help a lot with my algorithm. Make sure you guys go back to my other videos, comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. I don't know why you haven't already. Like, you should have. It's been a minute. Like, you should like subscribe when I said like to subscribe to the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys next time, and class dismissed.